Hello everybody, welcome to Kitchen Compass. Today, let's see how to make a traditional Kerala style fish curry, also known as Kudambuli Ittu Vecha Meen Curry. If you are new to my channel, please do consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon to receive new notifications. So without any further delay, let's see how to make the traditional Kerala style fish curry. Here I've taken 500 grams of curry cut pieces of sear fish. Any similar type of fish can be used for this curry. I have taken 6 to 7 pieces, that is around 25 to 30 grams of Malabar tamarind, popularly known as Kudambuli. You may vary the quantity slightly to suit your taste. I have washed and soaked it in 1.5 cups of water. The measuring cup used is the 250 ml cup. I have also sliced 6 to 7 shallots or choriya ulli, 5 to 6 cloves of garlic, 2-inch piece of ginger and a few curry leaves. To make the curry paste, into a bowl add 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri chili powder, 1 tablespoon of normal chili powder, 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, salt to taste approximately 1.5 teaspoons, and half teaspoon of turmeric powder. Make it into a thick paste by adding half cup, that is 125 ml of water. The Kashmiri chili powder has mild spiciness. It gives the curry a nice red color. Slight variations can be made to the quantities of chili powders as per personal preferences. Addition of pepper powder is optional. It is the combination of the kudambuli and the chili powders that gives this curry a unique taste. Heat a clay pot and add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. This fish curry is usually prepared and stored in the clay pot. Once the oil is hot, add in the sliced shallots, garlic, ginger and curry leaves. Saute this until it starts to turn a little brown. Now the onion has sauteed well. Add in the prepared curry paste and mix well. Saute the curry paste until streaks of oil can be seen on the surface. This could take 2 to 3 minutes. Instead of making the curry paste, the spice powders can be directly added to the sauteed onion, but care should be taken not to burn it. Now the curry paste has sauteed well and oil is seen on the surface. Add in the soaked kudambuli along with the water. Bring it to a rolling boil and simmer it for 10 to 15 minutes so that the flavors of the tamarind is released into the curry. This fish curry is spicy, tangy, and the gravy is slightly thick. However, you may adjust the consistency of the gravy to suit your preference. The curry has been simmering for 15 minutes. Increase the flame and add in the fish pieces. Swirl the pot or use a spoon to gently adjust the fish pieces so as to coat the fish with the gravy. Let it boil for 3 to 4 minutes. Then lower the flame, cover the pot and simmer it for another 8 to 10 minutes. Gently swirl the pot after 8 to 10 minutes. If using a spoon to mix, be careful not to break the fish pieces. Add in 1/4 teaspoon of roasted fenugreek powder and gently swirl the pot. If you are adding fenugreek seeds instead of the powder, add it at the beginning to the hot oil before sauteing the onions. This fish curry tastes better after a resting time of at least 3 to 4 hours. In fact, it tastes best the next day. This curry pairs up well with rice or tapioca. It stays good at room temperature for 1 to 2 days. The storage tip is to bring the leftover curry to a good boil and then turn off the flame. Once it has cooled down, cover it and keep it aside. A few pieces of the tamarind can be removed if the sourness is too much. Please do try this recipe and let me know your feedback. Thank you.